Wow. Okay, so I just got back from the Jubilee Auditorium and I went and saw this, The Phantom of the Opera. My childhood. As a kid growing up, my mother every morning would play the soundtrack to this musical, this 31-year-old musical. And I always wondered, what was the meaning? What is this musical? What the heck is my mother playing, you know? I didn't find out until I was like 10, maybe even 12, maybe even a bit older. All I know is that it's the best play I've ever seen in my life. One of the best plays I've seen in my life. I've waited such a long time to see this. Now, this isn't Andrew Lloyd Webber's. This is actually a reimagining, a new production for the 30th anniversary. See, just showed that to you so you could read it. So yeah, it was slightly different from some of the previous productions that I've seen on DVD and VHS. One of the difference was the Phantom did not have his fedora. That's okay. And another thing was they had this rotating stage. The stage would rotate for scene changes, which is common, but the way they did it, it was like a big circular dome-like stage that would open and close in between scenes. So one part of the dome would open, and there would be the rehearsal room. They'd close it. Another part of the dome would open, and there would be the offices for the directors, the opera directors, that is, not the play directors, but the directors as in the characters in the play. And another unique thing was they all danced. Even the Phantom did a little bit of dancing, and I was just like, oh man. And the pyrotechnics, they were so bright I could barely keep my eyes open. I was just like, wow. They were that bright. I nearly closed my eyes. I was just like, oh, come on, just open it up, open it up. Oh, I guess I can't. So that was it. I was there tonight, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I waited my whole life to see this, and here I am. I saw it. And what do I think about it? I want to see it again. I do. I want to see it over and over again for the rest of my life. This is my all-time favorite play. It is. I absolutely adored the remake or reimagining of The Phantom of the Opera. It was, at long last, my childhood was here, was alive. And just what amazes me is that all the actors, all the endless fog machines, endless candles, you gotta get it all there. And of course, the chandelier. It can never be The Phantom of the Opera without the chandelier. That is one of the trademarks of the play. And I'm not kidding. For those who haven't seen Phantom of the Opera, everybody remembers it for the chandelier. There's a very, very famous stunt that happens. And what happened was, there's a scene where the chandelier, this huge chandelier, just comes crashing down, but not hitting the audience, of course, in case you're all worried and wondering about that. No, it's rigged to safely just land and then just floats the rest of the way, and it does spark, and there was fireworks, and overall, I want to see it again. Like, it was that amazing. And the videos that you saw at the beginning are what I took of where I sat and what I was looking at on my way into the building. I was on the second balcony, the very front row, and what you're looking at is the doorway to the second balcony. And in this selfie that I took just as I was leaving the theater, you can see how high I was when I was watching the play. See you later, folks. Mr. Blue's here for you.